Hello everyone, welcome to a new video for Ethereum, Solana and injective price prediction based on Elliott Wave analysis. We're gonna start with Ethereum on the all-time history where we are looking at 1, 2, 3, 4 and a 5 finished wave 1, wave 2 given, another 1, 2, 3, 4 and a 5 as a wave 1 again also given, which it can be also an ABC here if we want to say 3 waves up, 3 waves down, which is W, X, and a Y here finished, of course, 3 ways down, 3 ways up, again, 3 ways down. That's why it is a wave Y. And we start to see, of course, some impulses towards the upside, meaning if we are in 1, 2, 1, 2, we're looking for a wave 3, 4, 5, 4, 5 to continue for higher. If we are in 3 ways up for a wave A, 3 ways down for a wave B, we want to see, of course, a wave C moving for higher prices impulsively again, meaning both case scenarios are impulsive. Currently, we have a potential double 1, 2 here. In those double 1, 2, you would like to see a wave 3 towards the upside. However, the wave 2, of course, is not yet done and potentially still looking for lower. In case, of course, that we have something else here and a finished, of course, potential double 1, 2 here, 3, 4, 5, 4, and a 5 even can be a finished impulse. So we gotta be careful with this leading diagonal where we see, of course, the yellow potential scenario, which it can be, of course, a 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5. However, the wave 4, I don't like it in relation, of course, with the wave 2. Therefore, a little bit lower possibility, knowing that we took the all-time high for Ethereum. Can be an impulse, yes, can be a double 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, as mentioned. But this, of course, means that we might see, of course, a deeper wave 2, which I doubt it even for Ethereum. And it's very, of course, early to call this until we invalidate a double 1, 2 scenario here. That means, of course, in case we are very, very bearish here and we're looking for something deeper, it might be that you, of course, look here for a wave C, and that might be, of course, after 3 ways down and 3 ways up here, of course, as an A, B, and a C, which it is also a potential finished impulse in double 1, 2. And that means, of course, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, meaning, of course, the target here might be very, very low, 881, which I doubt it so much, guys. I doubt it so much. We need to invalidate here. That means, of course, our signal for this scenario is, of course, there, meaning that is confirmation for lower. And this confirmation for lower, meaning, of course, this target over there, okay, which is 881. And that means, of course, we need the price at 2000. If we take the 2000, well, okay. Why? Because you invalidate the last 1, 2 here. And once you invalidate this 1, 2, okay, the double 1, 2 doesn't work anymore, meaning this is a finished impulse. We move downward, guys. But too early again. Okay, too early to call. We still, of course, estimate the double 1, 2 currently, and we'll see, of course, what's going to happen later on. So basically, on the 2 hours chart here, we are looking for a potential finished 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5 here, an AB and a C that it might unfold here as a potential diagonal 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5 wave C to reach our blue box as expected, which it is between, of course, the 0.5 level, 0.618. And that means, of course, as well as a confluence, you would like to see the following target hit here as 1 to 1 fib level, regular flat, 3,623, which we are very close. I know that the wick here already taken in 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 4, 5, but of course you cannot do this anymore because here we got invalidation. The wave 4 interfered with zone 1, meaning you cannot consider anymore an impulse, and this is shifting to be an ending diagonal zigzag, wave 1, wave 2, wave 3 in zigzag, wave 4, wave 5, of course, to reach our target finally in a wave C. So these are the highest possibility right now, meaning on the lower time frame here, after this triangle potentially, or I would say it's not a triangle anymore because it is invalidated. We got invalidation, and basically this is a 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 4, 5, 4, 5. Probably even you can consider, by the way, this as a potential diagonal because the wave 5 of course, still less than the wave 3 here. Like did not reach the 1-to-1 fib level, and it has passed a gap. And that means I believe that this is your wave A here for a zigzag. And that means that you might be here in an A, B, and a C, right? So A, B, and a C for the wave 3. So this is my highest possibility. I know that the wave 3 is shorter or truncated, but that is very normal to happen in diagonals. It's not a triangle again because A, B, C, D, and E, the E, of course, invalidated. There is no wave E. It is, of course, invalidated, meaning definitely it is a diagonal here. And this wave A, sorry, it is here, meaning the wave B is there. And currently, we're looking for an impulse, potentially 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5. It can be, of course, a little bit more extended, so we gotta be careful with this scenario, and then 4 and a 5 toward the downside. All right, so basically, I'm still looking for lower by all means for Ethereum. Now, how much aggressive this diagonal is gonna be, of course, the wave 3 is gonna decide. So once this impulse right now is gonna be done and finished, we're gonna see which form. Is it 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, even deeper for wave 3, and then 4 and a 5? Well, probably. But don't forget that we have, of course, a 1-to-1 fib level taken from the A to the B to the C here, which it is 1-to-1 fib level. But that is not necessarily, of course, to be taken exactly there. So it can be, of course, longer and extended wave C here that we might be looking at. So yeah, we gotta be careful with it. Yeah, so these are the possibilities right now for Ethereum. I would say Ethereum still looks safer. I mean, from any other altcoin, I would say, since you are in a diagonal very clearly and not very impulsive. And the target also on the daily is still very fine in this area. So we might see, of course, some rebound from there for Ethereum. All right. That was for Ethereum. Let's move for Solana. So for Solana, basically, we are looking also at the daily here, where we have potentially, of course, an impulse finished over there, wave A or a wave 1, followed by a correction, wave B or a wave 2, followed by another impulse 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5, where we have a potential double 1, 2. So for double 1, 2s here, you are requested, of course, for a 0.38 as minimum target taken from the A to the B to the C. Since we didn't took the high, this is a regular flat. 1-to-1 fib level is $80, and definitely, of course, as a regular flat, you have the 1.05, which is, sorry, regular flat wave C, 1.05, $75, which is in confluence. Again, of course, with the 0.38 retracement from the zone 1 here. And of course, we would like to hit this area. So $75 is very, very likely for Solana here. And we might see, of course, this massive drop unfolding, especially, of course, after W, X, and a Y in a wave B here. We are looking at double 1, 2, and we drop towards the downside. Now, basically, even if you are in a different scenario, which is bullish as well, 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5 in leading diagonal, the wave 4 is still unfolding as well as 3 waves. And finally, 3 waves up. You need 3 waves down for a wave B, and then moving for a wave C in an impulse toward the upside, meaning in all case scenarios for bullish here, we are requested for a wave C. Now, in case that we get something else, which it might be, of course, a triangle, A, B, C, D, and an E, also, of course, looking for lower at the same time. But if we don't reach this area and we see a rebound here in a triangle, okay, that might be something else. We might come back to a scenario, which is an extended wave 4 in triangle, and wave 5 might be unfolding toward the upside. But for this scenario, it's still too early, of course, to call. But of course, I'm gonna keep the potential scenario as triangle over there. That was it also for Solana for the daily. On the 2 hours chart here, we are looking as well at a potential impulse still there because invalidation of bearish is not taken. And that means, of course, you're still in a potential 1, 2 and double 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 4, and a 5. We might still, of course, looking for lower prices here. I believe, of course, that this wave 1 here can give us already the target taken from this wave 3, and as a wave 5 over 1 you're looking potentially for this blue box here around the $156-161 for a wave 5. Yep, that was it for Solana for the daily and the lower time frame as well. So let's move to Injective, also on the all-time history here. For Injective, we are looking also for the following scenario, which it might be, of course, or it was 1-2-1-2. Yeah, very unlikely right now with this wick, but still can be, of course, wave 2 unfolding downward in large double 1-2. But higher possibility for me is an A, and we're looking for wave B and potentially wave C 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 toward the upside after this signal taken, of course, from Injective. Basically, we are looking here for lower. Definitely, we're looking for the 1-to-1 fib level taken as well from the wave A here to the wave B. We're looking, of course, at the wave C regular flat, which it might be, of course, very low at $2 almost or rounded. And currently, of course, we're looking for something impulsive downward. We're gonna fill this wick, I believe, of course, with real price action and bodies for candles. And it might be, of course, the scenario here that it might be unfolding with this potential scenario that it can be, of course, a double 1-2. We have 1-2, 1-2 in a wave 3 given. Wave 4, no invalidated. It's not invalidated and even not finished as triangle, actually finished, of course, as a wave 4 here. No ABC even toward the upside for recovery. I would say that, okay, we cannot really, we didn't saw, of course, the confirmation for higher again even. So this was not taken and the price is under it and we drop down, of course. That means, of course, we're looking for wave 5, guys, here. A wave 5 means, of course, you're looking here potentially. I'm gonna take the wave 3 as the wick here. Of course, not all of it. That is insane. So basically, we're looking for a wave 5 to be finished over there, guys, between $6 and $5.43. So it's gonna be, of course, a massive impulse downward for Injective as well. We gotta be careful. Yep, so these are also the updates for Injective, Solana, and Ethereum from the daily to the 2 hours chart. Thank you for watching. Thank you for your likes and comments. See you in the next one. Bye-bye.